What's the haps, folks? This is Professor App here with a Let's Play of Pentiment. Last time we continued our lives in Europe, and we began our research for the final part of the mural. Now that it's Christmas Eve has rolled around, we're now beginning our research for the final part of the mural, which depicts Tassing's revolt, and the revolt of the peasants against the monks at the abbey. So we went to have a look and speak to a few more people about what they knew about the revolt and what they remembered, and we had quite a lot of mixed opinions about it. Like, for example, we spoke to Clara, who was wanted to honour Peter and his role in the revolution, even though he was the one who basically destroyed the abbey. It was almost his fault that it got destroyed. We also spoke to a few people at the Golden Hand, including Brother Wojslav, who's the only monk who left in the town. And he wants to have a more positive depiction of the monks, which I'm guessing is probably not going to go down well with a lot of people if I try and depict that in the mural. I haven't made the decision of what I'm going to depict just yet, but that's probably going to cause quite a bit of a stir, isn't it, if I choose to do that. I also spoke to Agnes and along with Brigitte and Veronica about the mural, the revolution. And Agnes was very much pessimistic and feel like the revolution itself was just a complete failure. Nothing has really changed much since revolution. If anything, things are worse off now because essentially they've traded one tyrant in Father Gernot for another one, with the Lord who runs the town now, who's arguably actually even worse than Father Gernot. So yeah, lots of very mixed opinions about the revolution and the revolt. I still haven't decided to paint anything just yet because now we've got to go and celebrate Christmas with the Perk-Terrain, I think it was, with the people dressed in costume, leading these demons into the woods for Christmas. And we also had a big celebration at the Golden Hand. And that's where I'm at now, and I think all I'm doing at the moment is just having a chat with people and seeing what they're up to. And I really hope that this is the point where things are starting to pick up now, because as I said before, this has become a very slower part of the game, much slower compared to the first two parts, and I'm starting to get slightly bored with it at the moment. I'm not going to lie. I really hope that things are starting to pick up now, because all it's really done is just go through the same routine, talk to a few people, learn a bit about the town, and then go and decide what we're going to do. And there hasn't really been much in terms of any tension or anything like that. The only real tension at the moment has been obviously when Klaus was attacked, and then after that is this person who's been following around Magdalene in town, which is obviously someone who's trying to keep. I'm guessing is the mastermind behind all this. And that's really the only thing we've got. We haven't really moved on much beyond that. So I'm really hoping that we know what something will happen after we speak to people. I'm guessing it'll probably be once I've completed the mural, probably, won't it? I still don't really know what's there are a few things there are still a few things as well that haven't really been resolved yet. It seems that Klaus knows what's going on in Tassing. It seems like he might actually know who the mastermind is, but we need to get a chance to speak to him at some point. Then there's also the information about the Historia Tassiae, which hasn't really come into play yet. Because remember, I tried to speak to people to see if they could translate it for me, but they were all too busy or said they couldn't do it. But hopefully, some of them will start moving forward in this next part, so I want to get started and see what we've got in store for us. Yep, so here we are at the Golden Hand with just celebrating Christmas. I think all I've got to do is just have a chat with people at the moment. Let's check the journal. It looks like everything's come together for the Christmas feast at the Golden Hand. I suppose I should be friendly and say hello to everyone. Yeah, okay, so let's just go and talk to people. Let's talk to Eva. Magdalene! Oh yeah, Otz is completely drunk already, isn't he? Magdalene! You finally came over to say hello. Hello again, Otz. Hello, Magdalene. Yeah, Black Till, that's Eva's new husband, isn't it? Happy Christmas Eve, Till. Magdalene, how good to see you. How is that mural coming along in the Wrath House? Almost finished with it, I hear. That's right. The last I heard about it, you were still working on the middle section. The history of the saints, right? Yes, Mother Franziska was kind enough to invite me into the convent so I could use the cloister as a reference. I'm sure the interior of the convent is beautiful. The cloister was built in 1234, if I recall correctly. Lord Kearsau was a generous patron to the Benedictines. It's nice to see the Four Clares taking care of the place. Oh, actually, that's interesting. The chapel mural had a Latin inscription saying the convent was built in 1261. Does it? I could have sworn I read the foundations were built earlier. Oh, that's interesting. Unless, if Lord Kearsau gave the burg freed up, brothers and sisters arrived later. Till, you're muttering to yourself again. Oh, my apologies. Anyway, Magdalene, what are you painting on the mural now? I'm working on depicting the revolt, but I think I angered Agnes when I asked her about it. That's right, you were just a few years old then. God, has it been that long? Don't worry about Agnes. She acts cranky, but she's never truly upset with anyone. It took years for Tassing to recover after that night. Thank God we've come a long way since then. Also, we'll be proud of what the town has accomplished. I think so too. You know, Magdalene, I think he would be especially proud of you for memorialising Tassing in the mural. He would be thrilled to think you'd become a part of the family. Oh god, I don't want to marry Ots. I'm tempted to say that, but I don't want to say it in front of him. I mean, he's drunk, so he might not remember, but I'll just say, I'm honoured you think so. Of course, Ots has been charmed by you for years now, and I don't blame him. You're a beautiful young woman. Mom! We'll have to speak with Klaus, of course, but you and Ots are a good match. Right, I'll mention it to Dad. Anyway, I don't mean to keep you chatting away with us older folks. Have fun, and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Eva. Till. Merry Christmas, Ots. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Mags. He's gone back to Mags now. Okay, who's next then? So is Veronica. I just realised Smokey's there as well. Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Enjoying the celebration? It's wonderful to see everyone together in such high spirits. Isn't it? Even Grandpa is enjoying himself. This winter's been difficult for his gout. The cold makes his joints seize. I told him he didn't have to come to the Burton Lauf, but he insisted. I haven't missed one Christmas procession in my life, and I'll be goddamned if some snow stops me. Oh God, we know, old man. Anyway, like George said earlier, it's nice to have a night of good company and cheer. Thank you for mentioning my father in your speech, George. He'll be glad to know he was missed. You're welcome, Magdalene. Klaus is a good man, and we all miss him as a part of the community. To be honest, I didn't expect to make a speech tonight. I just thought about what happened in town this year. Really? Werner kept insisting that someone make a speech, so... Paul said that I was the most charismatic of anyone on the council. Oh, really? He said that? Well, he said that I would make the least amount of people angry over it. Baltas said it was my charisma. That's one way to phrase it. Little Pete's just coughing again. To be honest, I never thought I'd be someone people in Tassing listened to. But you've always been a part of the town council. We didn't always have a council, though. Yeah, I mean, I think the Rathaus was built as part, like before the Revolution, wasn't it? It wasn't until the night of the revolt, really, that I felt like I could do things on my own. Be my own man. I loved my father, but what he did... I thought it had doomed the town. A lot of terrible things happened all at once. No one can shoulder all the blame themselves. No, but my dad chose violence. He chose to destroy the abbey. I always went along with him because he was my dad. He had to be right. That night was the first time I thought any different. I learned that night that you can fight for something right and still choose the wrong way to do it. And I swore that I would never let that happen again. Good for you. Revolt broke down everything I thought I knew about Tassing, about myself. But it made a lot of things better for Tassing, and that makes me hopeful. What do you mean? Well, Our new lord is strict, but he made a deal with us. The council lets us govern ourselves. I thought it made things worse. As much as I was grumbling early today, George is right. Life changed in Tassing, and even though the first few years were hard, we're better for it now. Okay, I thought it was the opposite of what you were saying earlier. No abbot looking down on us, making stupid laws as he sees fit. Our lord lives days away. As long as we pay our taxes, we're left alone. It's a better life for Artemis and Apollo than we had. Don't you talk ill of my son, boy. He gave you everything he had. God rest his soul. I can't believe he's still alive, to be honest. I know, Grandpa. Choosing to live differently than your dad was brave. I think you and the rest of the council have done a great job. Thank you, Magdalene. I've done the best I can to do right by the town. And Dad. You're his son. You've done him proud, boy. Thanks, Grandpa. That probably means a lot to him, does it? It's probably the first nice thing he's ever said about him. Anyway, we're going for another pint. Anyone else? Yes, bring a pitcher. You've had enough, Grandpa. Your humours might become unbalanced. Another for me, George. Magdalene? I'll get myself another later, thanks. Alright, we'll see you later then, Magdalene. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. Alright, so who's next to talk to? I guess it'll be Alexander next. Ah, Mistress Magdalene. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Alexander. Merry Christmas, Casimirs. Enjoying the night? Very much so. The cookies especially, the ones I made. Yep, thank you. Glad you like them. I haven't had such a wonderful gingerbread in ages. We were just setting up to perform. Did you have a particular song in mind you would want us to play? Between the two of us, we know all the Christmas songs between here and Spain. What about Be Welcome to Us, Lord Christ? Ah, classic. We know that one well. Once Kaz and I play what we've prepared, we'll be sure to play that one. Merry Christmas, everyone. Since it is Christmas, Casimirs and I want to share a special song with all of you in the spirit of giving. Please, enjoy. Are we going to play it now? Oh, they are. Actual voice acting, well, singing, but... Simon's drunk out of his mind. Same with Gret. Wish I spoke German so I could understand what they're saying. Very nice. Thank you truly. Please, return to your drinks. We'll be playing all night. Happy Christmas. Not going to play another song just yet. Let's talk to Anna. Hello, Magdalene. Happy Christmas to you. Good evening, Magdalene. Merry Christmas, you two. Ulrika, Andreas, say hello to Mistress Druckerin. Hi. Hi. Oh, Andreas, don't be shy. You know Mistress Magdalene. Sorry, Magdalene. You're still a bit quiet. Hello, Ulrika. Hello, Andreas. How'd you like George's speech, Magdalene? It's a good reminder of everything we still have. We all need to hear it. But Paul putting him up to it at the last moment, it was well done. Well, Werner insisted someone on the council make a speech. I didn't particularly want it to be me. Of course you wouldn't. But George did it justice. You can always count on him to speak from the heart, especially after a few drinks in. Truthfully, I think much of the town needed someone to get some encouragement tonight. Tassing hasn't had such a hard season since the revolt. Yep, thought so. Yes, I'm sorry, it's Christmas. We shouldn't speak of such sad times. I don't think anyone can avoid thinking about it. I can't. You may be right. The revolt left a scar running through Tassing, even after all these years. Although, there is an old Latin proverb my dad used to say to me, Ignis aurum proat, miseria forte virus. Well, Lenhard actually said that to you. I'm not sure if that's the sort of thing you'd want to hear from someone like him. Fire is the test of gold, misery is the proof of strong men. Ah, that makes sense. I try and beat the misery out of people or something. Yes, precisely. There's no question. The revolt left Tassing worse off, but seeing the town now gives me hope. You're an artist, Magdalene. I think you can see it too. I think I do. Things seem brighter for Tassing somehow. I mean, there won't be until this mastermind's been defeated. Yes, those miserable days gave us the resilience we needed to push ahead, to make things better. The next generation, like you or Juta and the twins, you saw what it was like to fight for ourselves. I don't know who Juta is yet. To stand up to tyranny, even at the cost of losing our homes and lives. To be honest, most nights I'm grateful for the revolt. I mean, he got rid of his abusive dad, so that's one thing, isn't it? Really? Oh, yes. You wouldn't remember, but life was already terrible before that night. The revolt burned away the dead wood that had rotted Tassing for decades. God knows my father was an evil man. His death released me from years of fear, and your mum as well, as she suffered quite badly under him. The revolt gave me the courage to face him, to become better than him. I think something of the same happened when the Abbey was destroyed. If things had gone on as they always did, well, I doubt we'd be having such a Christmas feast tonight. It's true. The cost was high, but it resulted in just as much joy as grief. There's a muck there, just as much muck or something. I hadn't thought about it that way. Because of the revolt, I could marry Paul, and we could supply grain to peasants at a fair price. Our children will grow up without the fear that ruled over my life as I got older. No moment in life is entirely good or bad, Magdalene. What matters more is how we choose to see it. But without an objective perspective, we could lose all hold on what we perceive as good or bad. Haha. I suppose so, but that sounds a bit beyond me at the moment. Yeah, I just want to have a party at the moment, don't want to think difficult topics. Want too many ales, do you? No, just above my head. You sound like Baltas when he's in the middle of a project, Magdalene. Don't forget to take some time to have fun tonight, alright? Okay. Shh, don't yell, sweetheart. Excuse us, Magdalene. It seems we have cookies to fetch. Go obey the orders of your children. Of course. Merry Christmas to all of you. Merry Christmas, Magdalene. I'm going to speak to George again, that's interesting, but let's go upstairs and see if I think there's a few people up here to talk to. Talk to Werner. What? Merry Christmas, Werner. What's merry about it? Friends and family coming together to feast? Family. Friends. Who needs that shit? By the grace of God, you do, Werner. Did I ask you, Balthazar? No, be merry, my friends. Drink and be merry. Finally, someone with sense. You two have been fighting for years. Isn't right now the perfect time to resolve your disagreements? No. I fear that ship may have sailed a while ago, Magdalene. Then why are you sat together drinking? Yeah, I was going to say, so you two sit together at the same table, being angry and not talking to each other. I'm no soothsayer, but to me it looks like you want to be friends but are too stubborn to get out over yourselves. Haha, she's sharp, this one. Hey, smiled. Don't take her side, Nuz, you. I'm sorry, but if she is right, she is right. Ugh, I refuse to get myself roped into this foolishness. The fools here are still you two. You're becoming quite tiresome with this, Magdalene. Right, Baltas? Yes, quite so. See, that's a start. Continue just like that. You must always get your way, is that it? Ah, the fiendishness of youth. Please, go enjoy the feast and release our aging souls from your torment. Perhaps a dance later, hmm? We'll see. Until later, gentlemen. Well, that was fun. Always fun talking to Taverna Stalls, isn't it? Not. Let's talk to Hendris. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Happy Christmas, Magdalene. He looks tired, doesn't he? Magdalene, dear. Merry Christmas. God bless. Merry Christmas, everyone. Enjoying the feast? Who wouldn't enjoy a mug of Baltas' latest brew and a hearty meal? With what effort you put into tenderising the meat, I'm not surprised at all. I am but a tiny part of a larger whole. Looking at your belly, you're hardly a tiny part. That's a bit savage. I am as God made me in his infinite wisdom. What a blessing that is. I'm glad you're all in such a good mood. No other choice on a night such as this, witnessing the joy of a community brought together under one roof. Listening to the laughter of families, of children I won't ever have. Oh yeah, that was it. He wasn't sure whether he should try and start a family or something, wasn't he? The children none of us will have. We could still be blessed, all of us. We're too old, Wajlav. It is as it is. Amen. I certainly managed to bring the mood down. Oh, it's not your fault, Magdalene. When you've been through a lot and happen to reminisce, you sometimes end up here. Everyone has regrets, but you live with them. Even as I didn't find anyone to marry, the work I now do is precious. Solace is where you find it. Well, I at least hope you find yourself continuing to have a pleasant night. Bless you, Magdalene. Enjoy the feast. God bless you. Yeah, just does not look happy, does he? I mean, I thought, I don't know whether, because he was unsure about whether to, go and start a family or continue with his craft, isn't he? Maybe, choosing his craft was the wrong choice or something. I guess now I'll also have to talk to Big George again. Hey, Magdalene. Sorry to bother you during the feast. Oh, hello, George. Did you need something? Well, all the chatter around the revolt earlier had me thinking. You're nearly done with the mural, aren't you? Last time you talked with the council, you said you were working on the final portion, painting the revolt. I don't mean to nag during the feast, though. That's Veronica's job. Everyone's half asleep now, I've just realised. I should have it done soon. I've been listening to people around town talk about the revolt, so I can get a better idea of how to paint it. Everyone has a different idea of how that night happened. But I think I finally settled on how I want to depict it. Yeah? Okay. I want to honour what the peasants stood for. I'll show Otto giving a speech and the soldiers in the distance. That's a good perspective. It shows what happened without being too detailed about, well, what happened. I'm sure everyone will love it. Klaus will be proud of the design you've picked. Eva will like that especially. Anyway, I'll get out of your way. You've got better things to do. I think God's looking for you too. I'm certain he is. I think I'll actually go home for the night. I've had enough of Otz's flirting. I should check in on my dad. Maybe he'll tell us about what he knows about the mastermind. Tell him hello from all of us, alright? I will. Good night, George. Good night, Magdalene. $11 at night. Head home. That's enough celebration for one evening. Baltasar's beer is strong and people are getting unruly. Or sleepy. Time to head home and see how Dad is doing. I hope he's alright. I hope not going to come home and find he's like died in his sleep or something. Oh, it's Sister Amelie. I forgot about her. God bless you and Merry Christmas, Magdalene. Oh, Merry Christmas, Sister Amelie. Are we bothering you with the noise next door? No, not at all. Hearing people celebrating Christ's birth brings me joy. Brings me great joy. Christmas should be a heartening time of year for us all. I always think there's something healing about coming together to celebrate Christmas. All of us are part of the body of is it God or something? Of Christ. When we come together in fellowship, things are made whole. People need Christmas in the depth of winter to remind them that spring will return. And we will all have a chance to live again. Except for you, maybe. Magdalene, who is that? Oh God. Someone who's been following me. Oh God, the mastermind, is it? Please excuse me, Sister Amelie. I need to check on my father. Of course. God bless you. Thank you, sister. Oh God, quick. Checking on Dad. I don't recognise who that was. They had like a long beard, didn't they? I was talking to Sister Amelie on the way home when I saw that strange figure by my house. When I tried to take a closer look, I noticed our front door was open. I need to check on Dad. Oh God, quick. The door is open. Is someone here? Dad! Quick, come on. Oh God, where are you? Is he gone? No, he's still here. Oh, thank God. Is he just behind the door or something? Magdalene? Is that you? What's the matter? Someone was standing near the house. The door was open. I was afraid something might have happened to you. I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything. I've been asleep most of the day. Most of the evening too. You gonna tell us what you know? I'm worried about you, Magdalene. You're worried about me? You're working too hard. I know taking care of me takes up so much of your time. And I know how hard you've been working on the mural. I know how important it is to you. Now let's go this one. I'm still young, Dad. I don't get tired as quickly as you do. Well, certainly not in my current state. I'm not going to make it, Magdalene. Should I just tell him that I knew all along? I know. It's alright. This is just life. I'm glad I'm going before you, even if it's sooner than either of us would like. I've already seen too much death in my time. He's lost so many people in his life, hasn't he? I just wanted to show you what I could do. I wanted you to be proud of me. I have been, every day of your life. You've never needed to prove anything to me. I wish I could stay to see the mural when you finish it, but I don't need to. I know it'll be more beautiful than anything these old hands have ever made. Don't say that. It's true though. I mean, I got along alright. But I always knew you would surpass me before long. You can already see things that I never could. See things and make them real. I don't know if that's true. It is. Whether I die tonight or tomorrow or the next day, I'm not going to be here much longer. One morning you're going to wake up and you'll have to do things for yourself. Love things for yourself, and you'll have to share it with the world. Love is the only reason to do anything in this life. Oh, all this talking. Too much. Could you bring me something to eat? Of course, Dad. You haven't eaten all day. And I missed the Christmas feast too. I can't believe no one brought me a cookie. I'll go get some soup. Is the person in the house at the moment? I feel like, am I going to go downstairs and find that they're right there? Doesn't normally happen, does it? I knew it. Who is that? Klaus? Who is it? Who is it? I'm sorry, Klaus. About everything. You're here. Hang on. This isn't Andreas, is it? Is this Andreas? It might be, actually. He probably looks the same age, isn't it? I'm actually controlling him, so I think this must be Andreas. So let's try. What was the voice gave him? I've been trying to keep Magdalene safe. I've been trying to figure it out this whole time. What, for the past 18 years? Has he just been hiding in Tassing all this time? After the fire, it's all I could think about. That and them. They've never left me. They're all still there, all in the dance of death. Oh wait, it was Andreas who was adding to the dance of death, like all the people who've died in Tassing or something. I guess it makes sense given that he was an artist. The Baron, Piero, Ferenc, Hannah, Peter, Otto, Casper. Oh, Casper really did die then in the fire, did he? Oh, that's a shame, that. August, that was his son, wasn't he, who died of illness. And now you. So has Andreas just been here all this time? Like the past 18 years he's been hiding in the Abbey or something? Oh god. Dad? Oh god, yeah. Oh god, it's you! Who are you? What are you doing to my father? Magdalene, it's alright, it's alright. So is this the secret that Klaus knew all this time? That he's known that Andreas has been alive? I'm sorry. I've forgotten my manners after all these years. And you've likely forgotten my face. Or what it once was. Hello, Andreas. Yep, I thought so. Magdalene? This is Andreas Mailer. Back from the dead. Oh my god. The earliest memory I have of you is running into a burning library. I'm sorry. I don't understand. No one could have survived that. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. I don't understand, Andreas. Where have you been all these years? Oh, so Klaus doesn't know. He's just known he's been around, like he's like come back recently or something. Hiding from the world. In the ruins, mostly. He's been in the ruins of the Abbey for the past 18 years. Sometimes in the woods when it is warm. Stealing bread from Gret. Stealing books from you. Oh, so I wasn't going crazy. It's the only thing that's kept my mind from forgetting what words are. Wait, how did you survive the fire? Yes, exactly. Please tell me, how did you survive? With some difficulty. I grabbed as many books as I could and placed them in the scriptorium. When the smoke got too thick, I started to black out. The next thing I remember was Casper pulling me into the crypt. Oh, Casper came back and saved him, I suppose. Your apprentice, the boy. You sent him back to Salzburg. He wouldn't go. He didn't leave. He waited in the woods and watched what was happening. When he saw me in the window of the library, he ran through the crypt to save me. And he did. But he saw that I was trying to save the books and, oh, did he go in and try and save some more himself and got killed? Oh dear, that's awful. He went back in. I couldn't stop him. I was barely conscious. He never came back out, Klaus. Oh dear. Poor old Casper. When I woke up, everyone was dead or gone. I couldn't face any of you. I couldn't go back to Sabine, that empty house. So I hid. Why have you been following me? I thought you were trying to kill me. What happened at the mine was an accident. I just stepped too close to the edge. I'm sorry. So it wasn't the mastermind, it was Andreas then. I was afraid to talk to you. Afraid to talk to anyone. Well, we know it can't have been him. He wouldn't leave notes for himself, so what changed? Why are you here tonight? To help you. To help Klaus. Help me? Help me with the mural? No, I'm guessing to protect you from the mastermind. Help you survive to finish it. The hand that tried to kill your father will likely strike again. It has killed before to prevent Tassing's history from being known. Tassing's history? Why? Because Tassing's real history is at odds with the story we've all been told. It's been covered, bit by bit, layer by layer, until it could no longer be seen. But it's still here. It's always been here, hidden beneath our feet. And it's still protected, haunted by the spectre of death that has hung over this place for generations. The Thread Puller. Thread Puller? Beneath our feet? What are you talking about? The person who attacked your father is the same person who manipulated someone into killing Otto Zimmermann. I'm guessing also got the Baron killed. And Lorenz Rothvogel, yeah. Who is, and who is it? Yes, and they travel through the Roman aqueduct that connects Tassing and Kiersau. Yeah, I thought so. It's a network of tunnels I've become quite familiar with. And I've seen the ghost that haunts them and can squeeze through the tiniest opening. I've seen it bend itself in half to reach places I could never follow. What? What the? I've travelled along every inch of the aqueduct and the old city, but there is one place I have never found. The Mithraeum, is that it? The lair where the Thread Puller retreats to. The ancient Roman temple that it is determined to hide from view. The Mithraeum! You found it? No, but I mapped out a darkness between the collapsed tunnels. And I believe I know how to get there. Oh, really? Come with me. I'll show you. Now? If the Thread Puller becomes aware of what we're doing, well, I don't know what they'll do. We need to act quickly. Will you be alright? Yes, I'll be fine. Protect my daughter, Andreas. With my life, Klaus. I promise. Alright, let's find the Mithraeum. Oh, here we go. Where are we going, then? The Wrath House? What are we doing here? Is there like a secret tunnel in the Wrath House? When the men dug the foundation, they found Roman ruins that had been buried over time. Lucky never wasted stone, so he used the Roman wall as one of the cellars. There's a way. Inside. Oh, here we go then. To the hidden place. Are you alright? Yes? Alright. Into the Rathskeller. Not sure what Rathskeller is. Out of the flames. Okay, let's have a look at that. The strange figure that's been following me was Andreas Mailer. He survived the fire all these years ago, but he's been hiding in the Abbey ruins ever since. It's hard to believe, but he's come back to help me find the person who attacked Dad. He calls them the Thread Puller and says we need to find the Mithraeum. Under the Wrath House? It's hard to make sense of it all, but Dad says I can trust him. Okay, right, where are we going? Oh, we're going the back way, are we? The Rathskeller. Oh god, Andreas, quite spooky, aren't you? It's in here then, is it? Alright, that wall is different. Does that mean this is the place? No, it's two-sided, new and old. This was above ground once. It carried water. Look. Smash it. Oh, what does that say? Alright, I think I can make it out. Cornelius goes to the bath today and completes the 6th step in the Mithraeum. Yes, you see? No, I most certainly do not see, Andreas. Well, here. This leads to the Mithraeum, I see. A warning would be nice? Oh, sorry. I'm not used to being around people. Yeah, I bet you haven't been here living in isolation for 18 years. This is the aqueduct. Yes, and it leads to the Mithraeum. It will take us to the baths, then to the Mithraeum. Alright. After you, please. Surprised it could fit in such a small hole. Part 8, Manu Proprie. Oh god, here we go. Right, let's see what we've got in store for us here. There's the bathhouse. Just quickly check, is there anything along this way? It's just dead end, isn't it? This part of the tunnel has collapsed. We're not getting to the Mithraeum this way. I think... Yes, Casper and I found a collapsed section of the aqueduct near town. He explored it, but couldn't describe what he found in the dark. Oh yeah, I remember he climbed through it, didn't he? This must be the other side. I shouldn't have let him go. I should have taken more care with him. Andreas, we can't do anything about that now. Yes, of course. Right, we go to the bathhouse then. One thing that way, nothing this way. Okay, let's just go through. The decoration. These must have been the baths. It doesn't look like there's a way through. Silt. All the floods kept carrying it down here. Hundreds of years of floods. What if we can't get through? What if it's buried forever? It's too early to get this discouraged. Let's keep looking. I've got to find another way through, I suppose. Anything round here? Oh, yeah, thought so. More stairs? Down? Would something be below the baths? A hypercaust. They use warm air to heat the rooms above. Roman colonies in the north often had them. Let's hope those haven't filled with silt as well. Sounds like water's still running. Oh, I'm not sure I like this close up. Do you know where we're going? These pillars just kind of go all in all directions. Andreas, could you look that way? I think I'm going to try exploring ahead. Of course. Oh, I'm playing as Andreas now. Interesting. Okay, now I'm swapping back between the two. Oh god. Oh, it's Lorenz. How could you abandon your work, Andreas? I thought you were a true artist. Master... Oh, missed that. Missed what that said. Have a look at it again later. Ferenc. The only thing more pitiful than watching you work in that scriptorium was your love of that dying art. Hannah, I thought you understood what I was forced to do. Your callousness killed us all. This is quite spooky, this. Master, why did you send me back into the flames? It was your decision. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, back here, are we? No. No, this isn't right. I can't be here right now. How did I get here? What is that thing in the background? Andreas? You're still here? Yes, for a little longer. I thought I'd gone mad. Not yet, not entirely. But you have been on this road for a long, long time. You must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good. But how? What can I do? I don't even know how I got here. This was once a place of refuge for you, Andreas. But it has become a prison. A prison you constructed to protect yourself. From what? Like from your trauma? From pain. From risk. From life itself. But I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalene. How do I get out? Andreas, you are the architect. I will help you as best as I can, but you are the only one who can answer that. Oh god, so I just have to, I guess, find my way out or something? Just, walk through the maze? Hello, Andreas. Oh, that's his wife. Is that you, Sabine? Yes, of course. I'm still here. Part of me will always be here with you. We haven't talked in so long. Why? Everything fell apart. That doesn't mean we couldn't have put it back together. I didn't know how to. No one does. I wish you had given us another chance. I do too. It may be too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andreas. It's not too late for Magdalene. Yes, Magdalene. I have to help her. You can, Andreas, but you have to leave this place behind for good. I know. I can. I will. You will. Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again? Not in this place. But maybe someday, in a better place, in heaven then. In a better dream. Right, off we go then. What am I going to talk to next? Casper, yep. Master Andreas! Oh. Casper. It's really you. It's good to see you again, Master. How can you say that? You died because of me. I just wanted to help you, Master Andreas. You couldn't think straight. You shouldn't blame yourself anymore. I let my family down. I let you down. I couldn't stop Peter. Couldn't save Tassing. I couldn't even save more than a couple of armfuls of books. You did what you could, Master. Everyone knows you did. And that's all any of us can do. Alright, Casper. Thank you. Thank you for everything you taught me. Poor old Casper. Wait, what happened? This was the way out. Yeah, it changed, didn't it? Before I started talking to Casper, I know this was the way out. Your mind is fighting itself, Andreas. It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you from it. Beatrice? Yes? I thought you were gone. You brought me back. Oh. So, what do I do now? You're looking at it, there's no way out now, is there? Keep going. This way? Like, can I go that way, or do I need to go a different way? Because there's no way out anymore, is there? Actually, no, there is. It's just changed. This way, yeah. Oh, no. You too? It's been so many nights, so many years without seeing your face. I thought I'd forgotten it. He doesn't say anything. I knew you were still here, though. Quietly waiting for me. I can't change the past. Can't cover it up. It's It's always there under the surface, no matter how I try to bury it. Bit like what the mastermind's doing, isn't it? And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Oh, he's talking now. It's alright. That gave him a surprise, didn't it? What? It's alright, Daddy. It is? You don't have to hide here anymore. What about you, and Casper, and your mother? We're not really here, and there are people who need you. What if I can't help them? I don't know, Daddy. I'm too little. I think you have to figure that out on your own. Of course. You're right. Thank you. I love you, Daddy. I love you too. Good night, August. Good night. Oh, there it is. They shifted again. The walls. It's still trying to protect you. Yeah, I can't. No, I can't get out again, can I? No. It's not? No, I mean, no. I don't have to do this. This is my mind, my maze. And I'm leaving. Good. But this next part might be confusing. Whoa, what's going on here? What on earth? This is quite scary, this. What? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Why are you holding the maze? Two things are merging in your mind. You and... There are layers to everything, even our memories. Over time, the foundations become buried. We can no longer recall how we got here, no longer recall what came before. And what came before? Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth as I watch over you. Oh, Lady the Labyrinth, like in that story. And even this has roots that reach deep into the past. There was not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth, but there was a labyrinth. Oh god, this is quite scary, this. What is happening? What? I don't understand. Sister Amelie? Wait, what? She's the mastermind, is she? Is this real? Am I still in my mind? You are here with me. How did she get out? And we are here in spirit. You looked like Beatrice a moment ago. Beatrice? I don't know her. We are in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. Your spirit was wandering and the Lord brought you here. But I don't understand. How did you leave your cell? I have not. You're only here in spirit, Andres. Oh, he's still imagining it. I'm seeing things. This isn't real. It can't be. Realms of the spirit are as real as those of the flesh. Have faith. If you are here with me, it is the Lord's will. Magdalene's here as well. Andreas? Sister Amelie? What are you doing here, sister? This is the centre of the labyrinth, the tabernacle. Tabernacle. It is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will. God has also guided your spirits here. There must be a purpose to it. Sister, we're looking for the Mithraeum. Is this it? Mithraeum? No. This is the tabernacle. Not a place of wood and stone, but a place of spirit. So not real then. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. God has always made me. He has always made his will known to me. Soon, he will make it known to you. Sister, how does your spirit come to this place? Through the door between life and death. When my spirit hears the call, it descends through my grave. Oh, the grave that she dug in her cell or something. Here the Lord tells me what messages I must bear, and to whom. You deliver messages? Yes. Once, long ago, I was a scribe. I copied many works of the great church doctors. Oregon in particular. That all ended with the fire. It ended with my life. Wait. Oh, it was you who wrote the notes, wasn't it? So, are you the mastermind then? I thought I'd given up the pen forever, until the visions returned. I knew it! Yeah, so she's the one who wrote the notes. So that means she's the mastermind. So is she the mastermind then? No! When fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters. Not one. Oh god, wow. But I thought she couldn't leave her cell. All I could grab was a single book and a bolt of purple ink cloth. I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone. But he showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, for my hand. Father Thomas explained it to me. He makes everything clear. He tells me what I must do, what the Lord wills me to do. It was you. This whole time, you wrote the notes. I found one by my dad when he was attacked. Sister Amelie, you pushed those people into committing murder. What? No, that can't be true. The Lord will not use me for such a purpose. But that's what happened, sister. You wrote those notes. And people were murdered because of them. No, I couldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his messages about murder. What's she talking about? Is she talking about actual messages from the god or something else? No. I am not here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Oh god. Father Thomas? Sister Amelie, shh, it's alright. Wait, did he put her up to it or something? Father Thomas? How did you get down here? Tassing is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Though in truth it was Sister Amelie who rediscovered them first, and found this place. Wait, dimensions of this room. This is the foundation of the church. Oh, are they like directly below the church or something? Father Thomas, did you? In other circumstances, I would be overjoyed to see you, Andreas. In truth, I am still happy you are alive, thank God. But I think the occasion of this reunion leaves little to rejoice about. It was you, wasn't it, Father Thomas? So, is that what it is? Like, did he put her up to it to make her write those notes or something? You? Yeah, looks like it. You and Sister Amelie were behind all of the murders. No, she had no part in this. But the notes, she wrote them. She did, but she did not understand their purpose. You told her to write them, didn't you? I guided her. I told her what to write. To what end? What was the point of all this? Oh, really? So it was Father Thomas all along? Look around you. What do you see? Roman ruins. Look closer. It looks like the statue of St. Moritz from the meadow. And the images of St. Sacia from the shrine. Oh, the saints of Tassing, is it? I don't understand. It's St. Moritz and St. Sacia, and Mars and Diana. The saints are the gods? When the Romans left Tassing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp. This statue of Mars Pater that once watched over the Roman field stood there still, headless and nameless. The settlers believed it was St. Moritz, who was already a legend where they had come from. Oh right, so Mars and St. Moritz are considered the same person. They found the shrine to Sacia and, not understanding she was an aspect of Diana, believed she was another local saint. So the people turned them into saints. Sanctity and sainthood exist outside of what people believe, Magdalene. People cannot turn someone into a saint any more than they can unmake the divinity of Christ. But they knew of the saints and learned local legends of the region and applied them to the figures they found here, such as superstition essentially. No one knew they were Roman gods because there was no account of what the Romans did and left here. Except for Historia Tassing, which is why he had the Baron killed, because of what he knew in the book. But Historia Tassing was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost for before it made its way to Father Matthias? I thought so Father Matthias was killed because of the book. And you killed him for it. Yes, with poison. No one suspected. He died of poison and no one suspected? It must have been quite subtle. His death was unexpected, but I was the only person he confided in about what he had read in Historia Tassing. When Father Matthias learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever came to Tassing, that the shrine to him in the meadow was a statue of Mars that the Romans had erected hundreds of years ago. Yeah, it wasn't St. Moritz, it was Mars, I see. That St. Satia was the Roman goddess Diana, he resolved to deal with it. And you resolved to deal with him. Andreas, our people believe in St. Moritz. They believe in the miracles God has worked through his hand. And they believe in the legend of St. Satia, that she helped Moritz and watches over Tassing still. So he wants to try and keep the legend alive, so not to destroy their spirit or something. Why does it matter if they were wrong, if the saints weren't here? Then what does that mean for the hand of St. Moritz? What does it mean for the people who prayed to him, St. Satia, and believed their prayers were answered? So he just didn't want to destroy their faith or something. What does it mean for the church that has given people hope, fixed like a false star in a dark sky? If the people have reason to doubt the validity of the saints, can they doubt the church? So he just wants to keep power, essentially, does he? Can they doubt the gospel, the word of God? Do you have so little faith in ordinary people, Father Thomas? I have faith in God. And I have seen firsthand what can happen when people become disconnected from our God. Oh, because of the fight that happened in the old place that he lived in. When people believe that all just authority is false, and their own education and reason are superior to divine truth. You've always told us that we have to accept Christ with our own free will. Yes, of course, but preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with individual volition. You are preserving a lie. I preserved a lie to illuminate greater truth. God so loved the world that he gave to his only son. If you believe this, if you truly believe this, eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics worked miracles, and they hear our prayers and answer them. And the two that protected this town were never here. They don't need to know that, Andreas. There are times when God feels so far away from us in these mountains. But a peasant in Tassing can stand in a field, look over our valley and say, St. Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. And that is the truth, even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie. So many people have died because of what you've done. I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death, but by kill one person to protect hundreds of other people or something. But one murder didn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tassing. A copy he promised to give to the abbot so Kearsau could come to terms with its past. And if Father Gernot read its contents, you'll be facing the same danger you saw in Father Matthias. In retrospect, given how Father Gernot chose to run the abbey, My fears may have been unfounded. Yeah, I don't think Father Gernot really cared that much about the history, did he? That sentiment didn't prevent you from doing it again, like with Otto. You're right. It didn't. But then why Otto? Certainly he didn't have anything to do with Historia Tassiae. He couldn't even read. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others into destroying the abbey. I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustration. You should have thought about that before doing what you did. You seem to have a difficult time reading people, Father. It appears that way, yes. I was trying to prevent Otto from showing people what he'd found, the head of what he thought was the head of St. Moritz, but he found something else, didn't he? What he found when he was helping to dig the foundation of the Rathaus. What was it? Bones? Evidence of some other murder? Peasants find bones more often than you might expect, but no. What he found was a stone head. The missing head of the statue in the meadow. The statue at the shrine of St. Moritz. Oh, so I guess it was the head of St. Moritz then, but rather it's the head of Mars, not St. Moritz. And it says Mars Pater on it, I see. How does it wind up over there? Most likely culprits are rain, floods, and time. Black Till told me that farmers find old tools and pottery in the fields every year. Yes, and this head remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. He was going to show everyone that God had favoured the town with his discovery. What Otto could not know is that our shrine statue was not of St. Moritz. Yeah, because if he read the inscription on it, said Mars, and it would have said Mars and not St. Moritz. Because Otto could not read the words chiselled across the helmet. Mars Pater. But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could. Yes. And you told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the Rathaus. I could not let him destroy our town's beliefs. And you had poor Sister Amelie write down what you told her were visions she couldn't remember, and deliver them in the dead of night to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin, so that one of them would murder Otto, just as someone murdered Lorenz. What about my father? Yes, what about him? I'm sorry, Magdalene. Why did you do it? It doesn't make any sense. Was it because of the mural? Yes. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept digging and digging for answers about Tassing's past, Kearsau's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Moritz, Seisha. This place, everything. So you tried to kill him? No, I tried to scare him. First with the note, but he ignored it. I thought if I ransacked the workshop it would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident. It wasn't an accident. You almost killed him. I know. So what are you going to do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalene? No, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place. Oh god, what are you doing? He's gonna try and make it collapse, isn't he? He's gonna try and bury it. What are you doing? Burying the past. Even if it destroys the church above us, I'll make sure no one ever sees this place. Oh, stop what you're doing, quick. Father, you're going to kill us all. You're going to kill Amelie. Then leave, and take her with you. You can tell the townsfolk what you want, but if you stay here, we'll die together. You'd really kill yourself and destroy the church just to hide this secret. Churches can be rebuilt more easily than faith. I'm willing to pay the price for that. You're insane, Father Thomas. Oh god, run, get out quick! Father! Go! Yeah, take Sister Amelie as well. Oh god! I'm wondering, did he actually get what he deserved? I'm not sure whether, because I guess he wanted this, so is that really like a divine punishment or something? Are you alright? How is Sister Amelie? She's still out, but I think she's fine. They must have heard that at the Golden Hand. The entire church collapsing? I'd hope so. What are we going to tell them? What do you mean? About this? About everything? Why wouldn't we just tell them the truth? For the same reason Father Thomas hid it. So we should reward what he did, all the people he's hurt. Is it best to punish the people of Tassing? What good would it do to tell everyone about St. Moritz and St. Satia? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, if nothing else. Maybe it would break their faith. I think he's wrong. I think the people here have enough faith to hear the truth. You know them better than I do, especially since I've been away for so long. I thought understanding this would feel better. We found out who did all of this, who attacked my dad. But it's not like we can bring anyone back. We can't undo any of the hurt that he caused. Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else. I hope so. Maybe he never would have. I think you're right. We should tell them. About the saints, the Romans, all of it. I hate that doing the right thing feels so awful. I'm sorry. I am too, and I still think it's what we need to do. Then we'll tell them. Good. We should get Sister Amelie someplace warm. We can talk to her in my house. You'll probably have some explaining to do. A lot, I think. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad you didn't die in that fire. I am too. I think. Merry Christmas, Andreas. Merry Christmas. Guess we're heading back then. Hi, Klaus. Oh. Magdalene, you made it back. Andreas and Sister Amelie and I all made it back. Sister Amelie? Was she in the church? I heard a terrible din and the house shook. Is everything alright? I don't think so, Dad, but it will be. Are you alright, Dad? Yes, I'm sorry. Just tired. Sit by me. Tell me what happened. It started in the Rathaus. Well, the Rathskeller. Did you know the back wall was part of the old Roman aqueduct? Huh. So we went into the aqueduct. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. We found an old Roman bathhouse. We couldn't go through, so we found our way down to a level under the baths. I think Andreas said it was a hypocaust. Here he is. Andreas got separated from me. I was really afraid I lost him, that we'd both gotten lost down there. But then I heard his voice off in the distance, and I was so relieved. Oh no, has he died? Dad? Are you still listening? Oh no, he's passed away now, hasn't he? Oh dear. And this has all been really, really depressing, hasn't it? So what's going to happen now? Oh, time's passing. Lots of time's passing. Four months have passed by the looks of things. I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we will all do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here. It's strange to think this will probably be the last letter I send to you. So I'll end it with my love. Esther. Magdalene? I see you still here. Incipit, April 1544. Yes? I am sorry to disturb you, but I want to let you know that everything is in order. Baltas has ensured that all of the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Reichspost as soon as everything is settled. I appreciate it. Please thank him for me. And don't let him forget his commission for the work. As a representative of his bank, it would be remiss of me to do so. I did not know your father well, but I know that he was well regarded by everyone who spoke of him. It seems that Tassing has lost many things in one man. I'm very sorry. Thank you. Good fortune to you. Well, wow, so still not quite done yet. I guess I'm just looking at I guess Magdalene's just sort of got on sorting things out after Klaus has died. I really don't want to have to stop it here, but I've been going for a very long time, and I feel like that's probably, I'm guessing like the last episode will be like, a very nice epilogue or something. I'm not really sure how much I've got left to do, so I might just leave things here for now. Right, so I guess I was right on both the Baron and also Otto. I guess also Father Matthias, and that they'd all discovered something that led them to like the history of Tassing, and the mastermind, in this case Father Thomas, had wanted to keep it secret from them. But so I guess I was a bit wrong that there was like some sort of dark secret, but I guess it was more like he wanted to try and protect the people's faith in the town or something, so they wouldn't lose faith in the church or something. But honestly, I guess in hindsight it does kind of make sense that it was in fact Father Thomas. Given that he has like he's probably the one who has most knowledge about the history of Tassing, doesn't he? Maybe, I don't know whether I could have worked that out or not. I definitely didn't see it coming that Sister Amelie was the one who wrote the notes. I don't know if I could have ever predicted that. I don't know if they haven't mentioned anything about her being like a good scribe or something. I can't really remember. It's been a while since I last spoke to her. But I hope you can all hopefully look forward to next time where hopefully we'll be finishing off Pentiment once and for all. And if you like this video, then please give it a like. If not already, subscribe. It really does help me out to get my channel known. If you want to see more content like this, like more of Pentiment, or if you have any suggestions for what other games should play in the future, then please leave a comment in the comment section below. And until next time, folks, bye.